Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Chubal Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
So many of you are probably feeling a lot like I feel, and that's I cannot wait for this political season to be over because it's very draining, right? But nevertheless, people have a whole bunch of opinions about everything you can think of in regards to this election season. So this next video I'm about to show you is that of a sister having a conversation with a white woman in regards to the relationship between Democrats and Black Americans. Check it out.
These Democrats, and I'm sorry to say this, I'm not trying to be racist, but they hate Black people. These are the same people who fought to keep slavery in. These are the same people who built the KKK. These are the same people who hated us from the beginning. The Republican Party is the party of the Blacks. Blacks free, the Republican Party is the only party that the Black people actually assisted in finding. But all of that history has been torn away. People say, oh, there was this big switch. There was never a big switch. There was never a big switch. So the same Democrats who hated Black people from the beginning are the same ones who hate us now. And they use our cause. How did Black Lives Matter turn into something about LGBTQ? When Blacks really don't support that. We're conservative. We're really not about that. Not only that, we don't support abortion. We're about workers. This is the Black culture. Not only that, we're not about feminism. No, we're not. Black women marry their husbands and respect their husbands. That's what we on. We're not on this, I do what I want. We don't do that. That's not our community.
So as you saw and heard her say, she pretty much schooled the white woman, basically saying the things that the Democrats are cutting for now is not necessarily what's traditional to the Black community. Now, she says, I guess to her, the Republican Party looks a lot different. Or better for her, rather. I'm not saying that's true for me, and I'm not telling you that's what you should think. I'm just showing you the video for context reasons. Now, I also love that she said even with the feminism thing, that's not who we were traditionally, right? But she says something in regards to the Southern strategy. Now, a lot of times when people talk about that, they kind of mess it up, right? They say, oh, well, the parties just switched. So it's really the Republicans that, weren't racist or, all kind of stuff. But I'm going to just give it a little bit more of a conversation. Now, what happened was during Reconstruction, right after slavery, the Democrats ran the South. They were the party of the South, period, bar none, right? Well, it wasn't until like the 1960s when JFK and LBJ got into office and they did things like the Civil Rights Act or the Great Society, right? Where they included Black people. So the white folks that were Democrats, they're like, wait a minute now, that ain't what we used to do. We used to exclude the Negro, right? We used to just not consider them at all. And I don't like that. So then they went to the Republican Party, and that's how the Republican Party became, what it is now, due to the disenfranchised racists, for a lack of better words, right? And so now you hear people say, well, the Democrats, they're not racist and this, that, and the other. The Democrat Party has always been racist, and I would venture to say the Republican has always been racist. Some less racist, right? But let's get back to what the sister said. I totally agree with her on some things, right? But what that video is really showing us is that backbone that the Democrats talk about a lot, the backbone, the Black woman, the backbone of the Democratic Party. Well, that backbone is starting to crack a little bit. That backbone is starting to say, you know what? Well, why am I the backbone for the Democratic Party? What are they doing for my people? Why should I be that, right? And so with that, the backbone is starting to use the brain that is attached to it and say, no, I'm not going to keep being the backbone, the strength for a party who is not the strength for my people. So me personally, I love that, especially seeing that from Black women, because listen, I tell you all the time, I ain't got a lot of kick it. I used to be a Democrat, so I'm not sitting up here like, oh, I've never been a Democrat. I was a Democrat before, but guess what? I got more information and I woke up and I could not continue to walk as though I was asleep. Okay? So I love to see it. More of us need to wake up and say, hey, if I'm going to give my vote, I need to get something for it. And I need to align myself with a party that is not going to harm my people. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show.